apparently I'm going to have to take this computer into the Mac store because this is what, our 4th week in a row with problems. So, holy cow, did that many of you really just jump over here to join me that quick? Let me end this stream. I will set my phone down, I promise. End stream. This is so embarrassing. I hate this kind of crap. Oh my gosh, Heidi. Hi, way better, fabulous. This is from my cell phone. And once again, I have to jerry-rig my desktop so that I can hold you in place. I used to have these cool little suction cup gizmo that held my phone for when I would drive or film, you know, in the car when we were antiquing or whatever. How's that? Okay, wonderful. And hello, that lighting is so much better. Let's see. Let me try to prop something behind you. Is that gonna work? Oh yeah, I'm persistent, girlfriend. There is no one as persistent as me. No, that's bad because that shows the double chin. That's no bueno. No double chins allowed. Right? Oh, Sao Paulo. Ooh, swanky. Why does that sound so exotic and fabulous? I promise I will get you. Anybody watching this on the replay, these lives get like 10,000 replays, and I'm always thinking, what kind of a person watches this nonsense on a replay? A very, very patient person. Hi! Et voilà, je suis là. I'm here. Finally. And I'm going to refresh this on the big screen here. Technology is great when it works. And, oh, that's a lovely selfie I just took of myself. Creepy. 90 of you came. So I lost about 130 of you. Big deal, right? The important people are here. Woohoo! Organized. How are you? Okay. Wonderful. You guys, you're so gracious. I really appreciate that because some people aren't. So graciousness is a fine trait in my book. And so here we are. It's Friday night. We're back. And I don't know how this turned into a thing, but I was really touched when last week somebody said this is better than therapy. That made me feel like we have like a real tribe. Hi, Alabama, going on. So Nancy, that's right. Let's get this party started. What are we talking about tonight? Patty is here. Patty is Life on Lemon Lane, so you should definitely check out her channel. Patty and I have had the chance to meet. We live very different lives on opposite sides of the country, but I'm super blessed. She's on my Doterra team, and we met at a training in Washington this spring, and I love her. And she entrusted her life into my hands. She let me drive her through the mountains in the snow, which is very unfamiliar to Patty. So everyone say hello to Patty at Life on Lemon Lane, and then go check out her channel and subscribe. And for the love, I'm learning so much more about the thumbs up on YouTube. So, you know, if you have extra time, you could just go through and like thumbs up every video on this channel. Be sure to thumbs up this video. Go thumbs up Patty's videos. Go subscribe. We're all trying to trick the pesky YouTube algorithms. I'm blurry. Becky, I'm blurry? Really? Blurry. Okay, I'm going to clean the lens. I'm going to take my shirt and I'm going to clean the lens. I'm going to try to not give you a boob shot while I do that. I'm going to clean my lens. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Did that help? Because that's about as good as it's going to get. Blurry. Oh my gosh. That's great. Pixelated and blurry. I have no, I could like grab my phone and I could just try something. It's not bad. Patty said it's not bad. Ooh, that does look terrible on the screen. Oy. Gosh, nobody's gonna watch that on the replay. I think I've referenced this before, but a long time ago, I mean, like I was in high school Remember the old Liz Taylor, white diamonds, and she would like take off her earrings and throw them on the table and go, "These have always brought me luck." And Saturday Night Live did a spoof on that once, and her face was like so pixelated and blurry. It was just one of those really quick skits. It really stuck with me because I probably saw that when I was 17, and it killed me. So I'm looking at the screen. I can see what you see, and that's really disturbing. I bet if I turned off my Wi-Fi, that's probably the problem. I bet my phone is on Wi-Fi, and that's why we couldn't work very good on the other stream, because my Wi-Fi is all jacked up. But if I switch to cellular, that would work. All right, you guys are so sweet. But it looks pretty crappy. Nobody's gonna watch this on the replay. Yes, turn off the Wi-Fi. Oh, brother. I have the new phone, so if I swipe up, I might be able to go to my apps. I could try it. We'll see. It's not the glare. It's definitely my Wi-Fi. My phone is attaching to my Wi-Fi instead of cellular. Maybe I could turn the Wi-Fi off. Now I'm clear. Adrian's like, everyone's like, stop obsessing about it. Can you tell I'm an obsessive person? Okay, I'm really going to need somebody. Somebody said it looks like I lost weight. That's really cute because I didn't, and I love you. Someone said that the skin was looking good. Really appreciate that. But there's something else I'm gonna really just need you to notice because I really, really, really want to talk about it. There you go, Sarah, you're the winner. Let's talk about my necklace. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm a little giddy. I have not been drinking because I'm on my juice fast. Check this out. I'm looking at it myself because I've only had it for a few hours. Where did my comments go? Oh, Ravonda loves Patty's video. Kim's saying I look slimmer. What's with the slimmer? You guys can like say that in 3 weeks after my juice fast is like almost done. Look at this. Yes, Heidi, it's a Yona necklace. You guessed it. Amazing. You are amazing. Nancy says it's from Yona. Check it out. Geek. I am totally fangirling over here. I have the vapors. You know what? I'll tell you, the slimmer comments, I'm going to address that in a minute. I have not lost a pound, so that's really sweet. The lipstick's a new color. I just scratched my nose so bad. I think my eyes are gonna water. Holy cow. Holy cow. Melinda, you guys, it's the V-neck shirt. Linda, you're absolutely correct. It is the V-neck shirt. So anybody that wants to lose a little weight like that, stop wearing a boat neck. Stop wearing those rounded necks that just make you look a little bustier than you are. Not that there's anything bad with that, but adds a whole lot of round and adds some angle to your situation with the V-neck. It is the shirt. It's just like a Calvin Klein blouse, you know, TJ Maxx that rolls up at the cuffs. I've had it forever. I've had it so long, it's in the cookbook, which is like holy cow, the cookbook is 4 years old. Oh, I scratched my nose so bad, you guys. So, yes, Shay, my BFF, sent me this necklace for Christmas. I got it today. And is it still blurry? Is it still blurry? You're not even going to be able to see these pictures. I'm so mad. Look at these. There's Yona. I'm fangirl geeking out over here. Totally geeking out. There she is. Yes, Yona Yinton. Yes, love her. I am not like one to freak out over people, and I discovered her channel last year. So when you see me tapping the birch trees this spring, I'm just completely ripping off / inspired by her, because I will be tapping my birch trees this spring. But so her husband makes this jewelry. It's my understanding that she designs it, and I love her, and she's been a huge source of inspiration. Thank you. I'm sure the closer, oh, except my nose is all red now because I scratched it. The closer you get to the camera, the clearer it is. I'm assuming this is pre-printed. No, it's not clearer. That looks terrible. Really? I'm assuming this is printed. I'm assuming that's not like a real, like she didn't actually sign this. Carolyn, I'm Jenna. I don't know, is she Northern Heart? I'm referencing Yona, so Jonna, Jinton. But if she actually did sign this, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. I'm pretty geeked. Sweden signs it. Oh my gosh, what does that mean, Carolyn? Don't tell me that. I'm just gonna pretend like this isn't pre-printed. Hi Emily. Go way up close so we can see her nose hair. Yeah, I discovered her last spring, and apparently Shay caught wind of how much I love her and sent me this. And this is really interesting because I am not one to wear a necklace. Look at this little tag. If I could show you the tag, it says Yona on it. Nancy, yes, I do think her and her husband are beautiful. I am just not one to just geek out over people. Obviously, I've geeked out over Diana. I love me some Kate Middleton. You know, like other than that, I'm just like, I'm busy, right? And I love her. Yes, you do need to get the serum because it's amazing for your skin. So the tapping of the birch trees is, if I remember correctly, she does it right before they leaf out. And I discovered her about 10 days after ours, we have many birch on the property, began to leaf out. And she drills a hole in the tree, and I'm gonna have to like check it out again. She puts a straw in it. Yes, Yona signs her name. Ah, Carolyn, thank you. Yes, Carolyn, she signs her name. She puts a straw in it and like in a bucket or a jar or something like that. And the birch sap is this clear, sweet liquid water. And apparently it's very healthy for you. And that's how I discovered her. I have no idea. I'm not even one to scroll YouTube. I don't know how I found her. Maybe like some of you have found me, just where YouTube recommends. Okay, I'm reading your comments now, where YouTube recommends. But I saw her, and what was happening with me, just Girl in Calico. No, I'm going to start writing stuff down because you guys made excellent references last week. What was happening for me at the time, right before that, was producing everyday chateau was very difficult because there are 6 children. They don't necessarily always want to be on screen. It's my channel. It's not theirs. And, you know, we're not Chip and JoJo, right? We can't just knock a project out in 1 week. Our projects, we save money for them. They take weeks and weeks to do. It throws the family into an upheaval because there's construction. And I was just, you know, watching videos, and I had things really going on in my heart artistically. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if that was a skill I could develop. Do you know the little short Chanel films that they film for their perfume? I love those. I wanted to create little snippets of beauty. And when I saw her do that Birch video, curated is a fantastic word. Curated is a word my mother uses all the time. Do I have a pen in my purse? That would be miraculous. How am I going to remember that? Girl in Calico. If I write it down, I'm going to literally be writing it with a... I won't even tell you what this is. Hold on. It pains me to use this. This is a food coloring pen for when I do my artwork on cookies and things like that. Thank you, Patty. Her stalker story was really scary. I don't even want to go there. That creeped me out. But she sort of gave me the inspiration to do that very first different video that I did. that radish picking video. That was like just my first foray into like, hey, I'm going to put on some music that I think is really cool. And I know some of you don't. I hear about it. I get it. We all have different tastes. But I'm going to just use my camera in multiple different angles and try to have some fun. And Jerry, I just asked my husband that tonight. I was like, come on, we're on this like juice cleanse. Like, wine is juice, right? Linda, are you just joining us? Sherry Moore found me when she was researching planning a potager garden. Wonderful. This year, treat, maybe, I am going to take you along on every step of the garden. So even next week, I'm just going to show you the greenhouse, and I'm making a little painting corner in my greenhouse. Oh, Jessica found me on Pinterest. Oh, that's fabulous. I wish I could pay someone to run my Pinterest because I don't use Pinterest at all. I'm terrible. I never put anything on. And, oh, lots of comments. Okay. Da, 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 da. Girl and Word. The Girl and Word is really good. She's an excellent videographer, I believe. Okay. Excellent. Just making some notes. Excuse me. But yeah, next week I am I've started some paper whites and just bringing some pea gravel in from outside. I'm bringing in the concrete top to my bird bath and setting them, oh my gosh, Gianna, thank you. Setting it, on my greenhouse. I'm getting my greenhouse all ready for all the planting. Headed to Costco to get 2 new huge baker's racks. Hickory Root Farmstead will run my Pinterest. Can you? Because I'm a nobody on Pinterest. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't want to know what I'm doing. There's just too many things. There's way too many things. But I actually think it would be really cool. I think the photos that get posted on Instagram are very pretty, and I would love to see them on Pinterest. Okay, I'm going to just pop my eyeballs up to my computer. Oh, Tanya, that is so touching. Thank you for sharing that. Pinterest would be great for me. I know. If one more blog developer or, brand developer tells me I need to be on Pinterest, I think I'll cry because I can't do it. Ice dipping. Angie, would you ever try ice dipping? Organic roots. Thank you so much. Okay. If I don't get to your question, either use whatever the thing is that YouTube has for you to use or just repeat it. I don't know what that thing is called. Super chat or something like that. I am very intrigued by the ice dipping. I feel like my husband, like Joel, would freak out if I said I wanted to do that because he thinks I would just I would touch the water and immediately drown. And I don't really know where I could go chisel a hole like that. So I know, I'm new to Wisconsin, so I know cutting a hole in the ice is not a big deal. Any day now there's going to be, I shouldn't say any day now. As soon as the ice comes in and everything locks up, there's going to be shacks all over the lake from here all the way to Green Bay. It's just going to look like a village. But I don't know how to do that. But I would love to. As long as, if I'm not going to die from hypothermia, I hate cold water. I am the type, I'm so behind on comments, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. I take a scalding hot bath. I don't even use cold water. I just put it on like boiling. Cold water makes me hurt. I hate cold water. And so the idea of the mind over matter of just kind of like labor. I mean, I know there can be tragedies in labor, but I told myself with natural childbirth, you're not going to die. Your body can do this. And so sort of that mind over matter does really intrigue me about the ice baths. So could I cut a hole in the ice and do it? I would. Is plunging in the snow the same thing? I got tons of snow. I could do that. Stay out of Lake Michigan until July. Seriously. But the nice thing is I'm on the bay side. I mean, I've got the lake here, 10 minutes that way, and I've got the bay 2 minutes this way. So the bay's a bit warmer. Okay. I'm going to scroll down, or you're just going to have to ask me again. flea markets. I'd be interested in a video of me shopping flea markets too. I'd love to take the camera to Elkhorn, but that's Nancy, you know Elkhorn, you used to live in Lake Geneva. The water was warm enough. Well, because Lake Geneva is so shallow. I mean, we have family. Thanks, Marlene. What do you want to talk about, girlfriend? The water was warm, never warm enough in the summer to stop me from swimming. Oh, really? Nancy, did you find Lake Geneva cold? I guess I should retract that. I have family on Como, and that's like 9 feet deep, so that warms up right away. Asking about bread making. I filmed today, friends. I filmed bread making today, and I do know Chateau Diaries. We correspond on Instagram. It was a pain. First of all, it's just like a whole lot of boring. I'm looking at the clips and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is so lame. I want to make something very like Vermeer. Like I want to make something beautiful, and I don't know if I'm just going to get that in the last shot or where that's going to come in. So we'll see. But it was a whole lot of dough, you know, a whole lot of beige, a whole lot of flour. And the lighting is so bad. It's dark here on, it's dark here by 2:30, it feels like mentally. It's dark here by 3 or 4, and that's really very difficult for filming. So we'll see what I came up with. I'm going to film a little bit in the morning, see if I can get the hair styled the same way and just sort of pick up where I left off. All right, how's the ear? How's the ear? Grand Haven. I love Grand Haven. I love Grand Haven. Hi, Nova Scotia. How are you? Thank you, Nancy. I really appreciate it. Someone the other day said, no more music videos. I'm like, well, actually the clips are really, really lame until I... Thanks, Aiden. Aiden's watching from the phone on the way back from down south. So yes, a bread video is coming because I really do think that that is my most requested video of last year. Aside from thrifting, the 2 biggest questions were, where do you get what are the candles, and how do we make the bread? So yeah, Grand Haven is a coastal, can we use the word coastal for a lake? A coastal town in Michigan. It is a bit, goodness, is it north of Muskegon? South of Muskegon? Blanking. It's north of Holland, Michigan. Hello, Louisiana. Thank you so much. Marlene. Marlene, that's just super chat. I have been to Holland. I went to cheerleading camp at Hope, and definitely been to Holland many, many times. Oh, thank you. Lake Cabin Homestead. That's a good idea. A video. Aiden, what's surround chat? I don't know what that is. A video about how I use oils throughout the day. That would be cool. I don't do any cold frame gardening. I'm not that cool yet. I want to be that cool. You can see I've got pictures of my future greenhouse that we will hopefully be building next spring, I hope. I have the 2 front doors over there in this greenhouse, and I was like moving them around today. I'm like, these beasts are so heavy. I need them out of my house. But yeah, I'd love to build maybe a cold frame on the front, or probably for like a reality check. If I build a greenhouse out there in Wisconsin, it's just going to be a giant cold frame for sure. Make one of the sheds in Airbnb. Yes, I know. It's on the list, girl. I want to make that shed something so bad. I would love to buy a property here in Door County and make it an Airbnb, something a little bit bigger. The shed is probably the size of your bathroom. It's extremely, extremely small. And it would be like completely off-grid. You'd be peeing in a porta potty, and that's about as glamorous as it would get. And all the animals would be up in your business because it's literally part of our farm village. Hello from France. I do speak a little bit of French, but it's rather embarrassing, and I'm constantly corrected by my French friends when I attempt it. Nilda, I am going to do a video. I would like to show you my sketchbook and my garden journal and just outline the plans that we have for this year. They're big. Haley, you just got einkorn flour. Wonderful. I hope to use the coupon code that I have here on the channel, which is Parisienne10, all caps Parisienne10 at jovialfoods.com. So you can get a 10% discount. I would say definitely get the cookbook. There is a bit of a learning curve with einkorn, and it absorbs liquids and fats a little bit different. And I would say definitely get the cookbook. Okay, have you watched Garden Answer? I have. Julia, beeswax, early darkness, more candle burning. Absolutely. All the candles. Hi, Joel. Oh, my husband's modding too. Fabulous. Hi, babe. Okay. Haley got the cookbook yesterday. Do I like dark chocolate or milk chocolate? I like dark chocolate, but I don't really need it just plain. If it's got almonds or sea salt or like I love the dehydrated raspberries. Oh, okay. It's Julian. It's my 8-year-old. It's not Joel. Say hi to Julian. So I like a piece of dark chocolate cake. I like dark chocolate mousse. I like dark chocolate things, but I can really just take or leave dark chocolate. The older I get, it's weird. Like in the last 2 years, I want salty things. Like I want, salted nuts or chips and stuff like that. All the salt. No, I never think of making goat milk soap. I probably have like 2-year-old goat milk down in my freezer, but no. I have so many other things I want to do, and at this point I'd rather just go support someone else's business and buy their beautiful goat milk soap, which I'm in the goat capital of America here in Sister Bay, and there's goat soap everywhere you turn. So any LED lights that gives you a truly warm light. I don't think, well, maybe they are. I don't know. Ask Aiden. He's watching. I have the Edison bulbs all throughout the house, and I love them. They're very, very yellow. Terrible for filming. I literally have to turn off every light in the house. Aiden, are those LED lights, those new big Edison bulbs that I have in all the lamps, like in the fireplace room? I feel like they are. No, he says they're not. Okay. Let's see. All right, hold on. Wendy B, what are we referencing? A word or scripture for resolutions? Oh, I got to tell you, Wendy, as far as scripture goes, it's not big, it's not too profound, but I was on a walk the other day in the woods, and all I could think of was David, like, where can I go? Where can I go? I can't get away from you. You have me in where the words just, where can I go? That's kind of where I'm at this week, is where can I go? So that's where I'm at with scripture as far as the New Year's. Resolutions. This is a big year for me. I am going to be a certain age, and I'm very, very intently trying to start off the year by taking supreme care of myself because I got very busy last year. And I just kind of go through this cycle where I work out really, really hard for a certain portion of the year, and then gardening season hits, and I work out so hard that it's just impossible for me to maintain that workout. And thank you, Wendy. Come home then and lift the rocks and haul the wheelbarrow and move the dirt and use the shovel the way I do. It's just earned wisdom. So I always sort of taper off my workouts during the summer, and then this year didn't really go back to them. So I'm pretty jazzed. My cousin is gently, lovingly bugging me to run a half marathon with her, which sounds like sheer absolute torture. But I'm considering it. And then Monday I will be back at the gym because it's so good for me. And I love the endorphins. I like to work out really hard. And it's more even about the endorphin rush than it is just the, I mean, I like the physical results, but for me, they take forever to manifest. But that high that you get a couple hours after working out, I love that. So I have new shoes I'm breaking in today. Those are my stylish new shoes. They got a nice big rubber sole. And yeah, the heart-shaped copper pan, I have not, I don't have an answer for you, but I will. I do make kombucha. I love to make kombucha. I've always been an antique lover. I was raised with antiques. My mother was raised with antiques. No, Joyce, I'm way up. I'm in Sister Bay. So when you look at, let's see, am I reversed? How do you guys see me? I'm not a Trekkie. Oh, my face is flushed from the lights. There's a little pinky that sticks up into Green Bay, and that's where we are. We're way up north. Oh, Linda, somebody's asking, Linda's telling somebody that I have a video about top 10 oils. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll back really quick. Jessica says if she can do a 5K, I can run the most I've ever ran in my life is 5 miles. And I was like, that was a long time ago. I can't even believe how long ago that was. And then that was just like a burst, but back then it was 4 miles. I don't really like to run. I heard it's really bad for wrinkles, so that's my excuse. Laura Atkinson, could you share your favorite go-to doTERRA roll-on? Well, balance is, oh yes, thank you, Free Spirit. 340. Oh, come on. You're going to have to do better than that. There's 347 of you watching, and there's 66 thumbs up. I can see you. So you have to help me out, me and my terrible blurry video. God bless you for watching a blurry video. But you have to there you go. 3. Excellent. 70, 84. Here we go. I think we're about 50 people from 40,000 subscribers. 91. There we go. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I love cheer. Rollerball. Okay, you asked for a rollerball. So let's see. Motivate. Motivate is my jam. I love that oil. If you don't believe in essential oils and you want to just like challenge me, just get a bottle of Motivate. It's amazing. The lipstick, I don't know. I can ask my girls when they come around the corner. Somebody asked me this on Instagram this morning, so I was live on Instagram this morning, and I got this little, what are they called again? I thought it was called Tartlet. Tartiste. A little Tartiste set on Tarte.com. And the red, I am so flushed. Holy cow. The red is one. This is another one. I don't remember what the red is called, though. I do walk. Dorothy, I walk fast. Yeah, I walk uphill and I walk fast. But I suppose if I'm going to run this race with her, that would be really crazy. I just can't imagine. It sounds so boring running for 13, is it 13 miles? I think what I would do is just have to put like a book in my earbuds and just completely check out. And she is a beast. Like, you can bounce a quarter off her butt and she's going to leave me in the dust. And I already said, I'm like, you're not going to run alongside me, are you? She's like, no, I'm going to do it like a 9-minute mile. So 13.1. Whew. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you. Did I answer your question? Yeah, Motivate. Okay. Pounding the pavement. It does. Runners age faster. It's true. It's true. Thank you, M. Watkins, about interior design. The bedrooms, like, Joel's really busy right now, so the bedrooms are kind of on a halt. I'm going to go up next week in between work and school and dinner, and I'm going to do the kind of stucco technique that you see throughout the house. And I'm headed down south on Monday for another hearing test. And I'm going to hit Hobby Lobby for screws, hinges for the windows. And then I think we'll be making a little bit more progress. Thank you. I am thinking that they will be done. I don't know. I don't really want to say it out loud. I would love for them to be done by the end of February. I don't know. Everything takes so long. Nilda, I did Pilates when it first came out. Like when the studios first used to come out, and then I bought like all the videos and I went all crazy and I was doing like all this stuff. And it just doesn't do anything for me. I really, really like to lift weights and walk up my hills. So, essential oils for kids. Maybe not running this season, right? Essential oils for kids. I don't know. I mean, thank you, Ashley, very much. Ashley, your beautiful and voice is so calming. Thank you very much. Kids with seasonal allergies. Okay, for seasonal allergies, I would recommend using just a typical quintessential allergy blend of lavender, peppermint, and lemon. And you can take that internally. You know, if you want to do like 1 drop of each for them to take internally, I have them swirl it around in their mouth for about 30 seconds and then swallow it if you're uncomfortable with that, or you can use that on the bottoms of their feet, but that's sort of like your liquid allergy blend. Peppermint, lavender, and lemon. Excellent. I didn't look into garlic for my ear. It's an inner ear problem. They think I probably had an infection and it killed maybe the cilia hair in my inner ear. So it's a little bit more complicated. Kind of stinks, but we'll see on Monday. I feel like I'm hearing better. The ringing is less and it doesn't go in and out, but it changes. It's not near as loud. Even right now, it's mildly annoying instead of I want to rip my eyebrows off annoying. Yeah, so savor for the soul. Mosquito repellent. Now let's look into that a little bit more, maybe via email, because I don't really know about a 3-month-old for mosquito repellent. Doterra has a citronella and a lemon eucalyptus that's beautiful, but I'd want to check for a 3-month-old. When you're talking about a baby that small, you want to use a tablespoon of carrier oil with 1 drop of the oil, so it doesn't take a lot. Weightlifting exercise is excellent for bone density, Kim. And ladies, I would just say, like, if you need to make some changes, start lifting weights. Just start lifting weights like a boss, because the older we get, we have to give our something has to be covering our bones, right? We have to have like that structure. We just start looking droopy and sad, and weightlifting is so good for you. Oh goodness, Carolyn. Oh my gosh, the recipe's gone from my blog. The recipe's there. Isn't it? Hold on, let me find out. I feel like you've asked me that before, dear. And if I could spell. P90X. You know what got me into the best shape a few years ago, before I started lifting, was I did Turbo Fire. Has anybody else done Turbo Fire? The picture's blurry. And Patty, can you help Ann Pellegrino with a link to the Shop Oil site or to my email? Oh, you're right. I don't see the elixir spray anywhere. Huh. I'm actually on my dead Pinterest account, so Epsom salts for bugs outside. I don't know. Oh, you can tell my internet's just running like a beast because I'm trying to Google myself and it's not working. Joni does turbo. Oh man, guess what? You just got your second wind. It's not found. I wonder if Julie, I might have taken it down to update the recipe and then forgot to hit publish, so I'll have to check that out. The Beauty Elixir Spray is amazing, and it's a combination of essential oils, and apparently I need to do something about that because I feel like we've been talking about that for months. I love Turbo Fire, so I'm happy to see one of you ladies doing it. I actually wish that Shalene would make a new one. That'd be so cool. Patty, do you have a link to the cookbook from last time we talked? Let's see if I can find one here in my notes. Yes, I can. Here's a big one. I didn't shrink this, but okay. There's the link to the cookbook. Shalene is awesome. She's very, very motivating. I love it when she yells at me. I should do that again. She is so encouraging and so inspiring. 332 and 155 thumbs up. That's amazing. Susan, doTERRA has yarrow pom, which is yarrow and pomegranate. Incredible for your face. Holy cow. And as of 2 or 3 days ago, they have a supplement for skincare, a yarrow pom supplement, so we can help our skin from the inside out, and a yarrow pom body serum, so we can do some, Julianne, you're speaking my love language, some wonderful things to, our décolletage and tops of our hands and all that stuff. Thank you so much. Liz Taylor and Vivian Lay are some sources of inspiration for me, so that's beautiful. Fever blisters on lips. Of course, I'm not supposed to say this, but definitely Melissa oil or myrrh. Myrrh is very good if you suffer from fever blisters. Try to put it on right when you feel that. I've heard that there's like a tingle that you feel. You can kind of tell a day or two before you get it and start putting myrrh on there. Boom. Absolutely. Carolyn is so gracious. See, we talked about graciousness either in the original stream or in this one, and she's saying some people are driving and might not be able to thumbs up, and that is so true. Jacqueline wants to know if doTERRA will consider a St. John's wort. Everything they do is based on their sourcing, so not to beat a dead horse, but I know there's a lot of new people here. doTERRA is extremely particular about their sourcing, and they are only harvesting their crops from where those crops are indigenous, and they're partnering with small farmers, and there's rigorous testing, no heavy metals, no fungicide, no herbicide, no additional plant matter. And so what I understand is if you know of an oil that doTERRA is not producing at this point, either there is no one meeting their standard because they're pretty picky about their standard, or maybe there is and they just couldn't meet the demand because doTERRA is now the #1 oil company in the world, the #1 network marketing company in the world. They're just huge. They're everywhere. I know, Wendy, I was thinking maybe they're listening and driving. Yes, Deborah, you're absolutely right. Garlic is so good for earaches. Absolutely. Michelle, that's a great question. Do I color my hair? Yep. I was using Madison Reed all last year because I was trying to find something more natural. And then when I got the hair cut, which is so long right now, I just can't wait in February, we're going on vacation, and I just can't wait to get it cut, like nice and short again. I went to my guy down in Chicago, and I got it colored, and I had he doesn't color, so I had the colorist. I said, I want you to look at the Madison Reed chart and pick out a color, because I'm going to have to touch this up, because it's not really gray, but because my hair is so dark, I feel like it looks unkempt. So I just kind of color like right in here. So she gave me a color. She looked at the chart. She picked out a color based on what she had done. So when I went down, she did like a whole fresh color, and then she did I don't know what we're calling this. It got a French name. Do you guys know what it's called? It's obviously not ombre, but it's got a name. And I can't remember what it's called. AGE. It's like a bailage, or it's got a name. And there you go, bailage. I was right. Thank you. Wonderful. You guys are amazing. I don't know how to say it, but so I said, I think I'm pretty, artistic enough that I can kind of weave in the Madison Reed. So I just did my first touch up. So I use a Veda color, and then because I travel so far I love Molasses. Because I travel so far for my haircuts, I said I'm going to need something that I can touch it up. But the Aveda lasted so much longer than Madison Reed, because I was literally just touching up all this stuff every 3 weeks. And so I got my haircut in October, and I just touched it up. So I can't wait till February to get my haircut, though. High in vitamin B, absolutely. And so we are consuming... Let me just clarify. We are consuming the molasses, the blackstrap, or we are applying the blackstrap. And Lavender Fields, what kind of a hair video do you want? Because once I went live on Instagram and just showed them how I do my pin curls, and that was really fun. I'm not like a hair expert, but it would be fun to do a hair video if you want one. Consuming. Interesting. I give molasses to my sheep and my goats, but... Maybe. Hello. Interesting. Oh my goodness gracious. Please tell me that message is held for review. People are off their rocker. And I'm going to remove this one. There we go. Okay, excuse me. I know, molasses for gray hair. That's very, how much do we have to consume? Are we talking about 3 tablespoons a day? Does it need to be straight? Are we knocking it back in a shot glass? What are we doing with the molasses? Because they are yummy. I don't know. Lavender Fields, hey dear, what sort of, hair video did you have in mind? We own an Aveda salon in Rhode Island. The products are plant and flower derived. Yes, and I noticed they don't drive my nose or my eyes near as crazy, my hair routine. Okay, it's not really that glamorous. I wash it like 1.5 times a week. I love dry shampoo, but yeah. It's just using your bread. Okay, interesting. Patty, did I miss something about einkorn flour? You can get if you want to try einkorn, they generously just gave me a promo code for you, and you can go to jovialfoods.com, and if you'd like to try some einkorn, you can use the promo code Parisienne 10. And one of the reasons you use einkorn is it's higher in protein, and it's lower in gluten. So for those of you that, when you consume white flour, you end up feeling a little bit bloated, or maybe you're not gluten intolerant, you just know that gluten bothers you, or you're just wanting to eat healthy, you're wanting to increase your protein content but not give up on bread, einkorn is going to be for you. And I would definitely suggest, I am not an einkorn expert by any means. I'm always... just winging it, but I would definitely suggest when you order your first bag, get the cook. I cannot FaceTime right now, the salon, and they're not always labeled as such, but usually it will say like the name of the salon, and then it'll say Aveda. So just ask Siri, hey Siri, where's the closest Aveda salon? For sure. Okay, Julian, it does rise quite nicely. It's not like a pseudo flour, you know, like the big rage today where people are baking with flours that aren't flour. It's actually the world's original heirloom wheat. So it's my understanding, you know, it's very tall when it grows. All wheat we have today is modified in some form. It comes from einkorn. So it's grown in Italy. Jovial Foods grows their einkorn flour in Italy, or the einkorn wheat in Italy, and it's very hearty and it has a ton of flavor. It's like a very, very pale yellow. It tastes delicious. Yes, it's not hybridized, absolutely. Murray, go to bed, girl. 2 a.m. Do you have a coffee that you recommend? I don't. Max Power. When my favorite thing to do is order green coffee beans off of Amazon, and I roast them into cast iron myself, but I'm not drinking coffee right now because of my juice fast. Super lame. Super, super lame. But I can't remember the name of the company. The more I learn about coffee, the more creeped out I am. So I'm really, when I'm off this cleanse, I'm going to really do some research, and I'm learning. I read an article when Aiden was having his tonsil surgery about coffee being a shade crop, and that it's grown like in these mass open fields. And yeah, it was really very, very interesting. So I'm not the coffee expert, but that's what I do prefer, is a green bean, and then I roast it myself. Nancy, my cleanse, I'm 2 days into my cleanse, so I was very angry today. I just wanted to eat something. Do I have grow lights? I do have grow lights. I have quite a few, and never enough. And I just buy potting mix, and I use all the trays from, oh goodness, Backstrap. That's a deer cut. We just had venison like all week last week. What is Bootstrap? Bootstrap Farmer is where I get all my trays from. And I'm ready to just dive into that mess. And thank you, Robin. Backstrap. That's unbelievable. They're home. Yay.
You're streaming on your phone?
I am, because it was all laggy. It was like my voice wasn't synced up.
I'm sorry.
I know, and now I'm on my phone, and it's catching the Wi-Fi, so I'm all pixelated. Yeah, it's a train wreck. Julian is growing vanilla here in South Florida. That is super cool. I am going to do a seed starting video. Thank you, Patty. I'm going to start next week filming, and I'm going to just show you the setup of the greenhouse here. This is my office, so it's like office greenhouse. So when I talk about building a greenhouse, that's going to be out in the potager. That will be a second structure. And I'm going to bring you along, I think, on every step of the gardening journey. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I will be showing you everything. So I'll be sharing the trays, sharing the lights, sharing sketches from my, or just, you know, notations from my garden journal and what I have planned. I do get a lot of my seeds from Johnny's. I saved a ton of seeds, a ton. So I am looking into maybe packaging some Parisienne Farmgirl seeds, but we'll see. That could just be like a big pipe dream. You see Joel back there, like, is she done yet? Growing your own vanilla, that is cool. I need some. I just used my last vanilla bean the other day, and it was a dry, dehydrated mess. It's like, split the vanilla bean, and you're trying to slice the knife down it, and it's just disintegrating as you cut it. My daughter was like, this is not working. Debbie, what kind of cleanse? I'm doing a juice. I'm doing a 2-part, and I'm just, you know, inviting anybody that wants to come with me to do it with me. But it's 2-part. So I am doing a juice cleanse, like a detox. So I'm juicing piles of fruits and vegetables every day, and I am in coordination with that. I'm doing Doterra's cleanse and restore, so like a full gut reset, just to get rid of all the candida and the sugar and the nastiness from the holidays. So yeah, I'm pretty soon I'll be feeling great. Right now I'm just kind of bitter. I'm just bitter. I made a big, beautiful loaf of bread for dinner, and the kids had Kerrygold butter, which is, you know, dark yellow, and blue cheese with like a big cheese plate. And I'm just staring at it like, this really sucks. So. Hi, Gail. How are you? I do put vanilla beans in my vodka, Carolyn. These were just a few left that I found in a ball jar, and they were sad. Gail, I use hand weights, not weight machines, so like no Nautilus equipment, that kind of stuff, but you know, the bench and bar and free weights for sure. And no, of course I haven't, because that would be really smart of me to post for people to follow along. Here is the Doterra Gut Reset. So I'm just going to call it Doterra Gut Reset in the comments. And I want you to know, if you want to do this with me, I don't want to be not tactful, but you will not be stuck in the bathroom. This isn't the kind of like gut reset or cleanse where you can't carry on with your life. Okay, so if you want to join me in that, I just posted the gut reset kit. You can do that. And in addition to that, I am doing a juice fast, and I just found my notes. So I have my juicer link too. This is the juicer I'm using. And please follow me on Instagram if you don't already, because I'm going to be there a lot. I'm going to try to double up on YouTube as well. But that's where I will be posting, you know, as I do this every day. Caitlin, yeah, it does take a lot of willpower, but I just tell you what, I feel so great. Once I get over this hump, I will feel fantastic. Okay, excellent. Join me, Rachel. Favorite dry shampoo. What's it called? Here's another name I can't remember. So it's not Backstrap, it's Bootstrap. It's not Barista, it's Baptista or something like that. What's that name? It comes in as, it's an aerosol. It's the only aerosol I use, so please don't give me any grief. I just use it like twice a week. Rats. I can't think of what it's called. There you go, Batiste. Thank you, Adrienne. That's the one, and I use brown. And I just like part my greasy hair, and I do like one on this part, and then I, you know, flip everything this way, and then I do it on this part, and then I flip everything that way, and just kind of rub it in. Lavender Fields, we need to do a gut reset, girlfriend. You should email me, definitely. Where do I find all my French antiques? A little bit of here, there, and everywhere. Lots of thrift shops, some garage sales, some, it's okay. I think Patty just deleted that comment. She saw it in French. She's like, I don't know what that says. Maybe it's inappropriate, so I'm going to delete it. She just asked me where I find my French antiques. That made me laugh. It's okay. I haven't seen the movie Cats. Some of my antiques are from Paris. Some of them are from some of the markets in Paris. And you're right, Joni. Batiste is caffeine for your hair, for sure. It's okay, Patty. That made me laugh. That was awesome. That made me laugh. So, La Ferme des Ans Tranquilles. I do get my items for my home just everywhere, and I just try to always have my eyes in tune to what I'm looking at. If I go into a junk shop or into an antique store and just try to find that look, I have a lot of French decorating books and a lot of French decorating magazines, and English, British as well. So I'm always just trying to find those pieces that remind me of what's inspired me in those books. No, I haven't found a barometer. In fact, when we got off the call a couple weeks ago, I scoured and scoured and scoured, and I haven't found my barometer. I'm very picky about what I want it to look like. I haven't seen Cats. I don't know. I haven't even seen it live. I've seen Phantom of the Opera like 42 times, but I've never seen Cats. I've never seen Les Miserables. I've seen La Boheme. at the Lyric Opera House in Chicago. That was amazing, but I know it's not the same. It's not a opera. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I can watch cats on a movie screen. We'll see. I love Phantom of the Opera too, for sure. I'm scrolling up to see if I missed anything here. How many ounces of juice are you doing per day? I couldn't tell you. I made, let's see. I probably could tell you. 3 quarts, probably 3 quarts, give or take. So I made 2 days worth the other day and maybe a little bit more. I made a breakfast and I made a lunch and a dinner. I just made 3 different juice blends, and I always start the day with like citrus to get that glucose, get your brain going, and then move on from there. Do I sew? Not in the last year, but that is back on the ticket for this year. My machine is right here. I dusted it off, and we are back in this game. I used to make my daughters these sweetest dresses, and I have to say I really just fell off the wagon when we moved here. The move was so stressful, and it was so stressful the 4 months before, and it was so stressful the 4 months after, that I just kind of lost my steam. And then being up here, there's nowhere to buy, we don't have fabric stores, so I have to, drive an hour and a half, and going to the fabric store is torture. As much as I love to sew, the fabric store makes me want to cry. First of all, yes, we are, Christina, we are going to see, we are going to see Little Women, us and a lot of the ladies in the community and their daughters. We're going as a group. But the fabric store, most of the fabrics are so atrocious. I just can't even, I'm like, who buys this stuff? Like, really? Who buys 80% of the fabric in the fabric store? Can we just be real? And they're quite unhelpful. Yes, because I have questions. I'm like, you work here. Like, you're the person. And I have a question, like the notations or notions. Like, what do I need? What kind of zipper? Please, someone help me. Surely you work here because you love sewing. So, yeah. How about making the candlelight service skirt? Melinda, I don't know what you're talking about, but now you have me really intrigued. Yeah, the fabric is made in China. It's cheap. It's nasty. You should see me go, I'm like, me, I'm a plaid junkie. You should see me go into a fabric store looking for plaid. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. I'm awful. It's all so hideous. I will scour the internet forever trying to find beautiful plaid. I do that, Esther. Sometimes I'll buy things at the thrift store and, sort of deconstruct and reconstruct them. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. Reporting. There we go. Sorry. The best fabric store on the peninsula closed. Interesting. Really? Yeah, I haven't even looked in Green Bay, so that's really interesting. I didn't even, going to stores now stinks. I am like a hermit, Julian. I hate going to stores. I hate it. I love it when you go to a store and you get like really good service and somebody really knows their stuff and they're there and they're committed and they're present. It rarely happens. I just dread going anywhere. So my comments froze. I can't scroll up or down, so let's see. Yes, painters, like painter tarps. I'm, married to a painter, so those are fantastic. I use them all the time. Oh my goodness, I can't get my scroll to move there. Okay, Rayflow, we're not going to talk. Bernie voted the 94. I'm not going to talk about that, Rayflow. So, moving on. Julian, I bought the anniversary edition of the Singer sewing machine. So they had an anniversary edition a few years ago, and it was black and had the gold filigree on it. and I wanted it so badly, and I couldn't find it anywhere online. So I settled for the white one, and it's very pretty, but I sure did want a black sewing machine because I have a lot of black in my office. You know, trunks and a black globe and the black library cart behind me, and I just thought that would be fabulous. So fabulous. Let's see if I can refresh this page. It's easier for me to look at the... You bought that one, Gail? How do you like it? Because I saw that it had mixed reviews, and it was kind of like where I didn't really care. It's just like buying a bottle of wine for the label. I really, really wanted... I don't have a search. I don't, Nancy. I wish that I did. I wish that I did. Do you always fold your fabric when you put it away? Any fabric when you put it away? Yes. Absolutely. Now, if you went to my linen closet upstairs, it is a disheveled mess. But for the most part, any fabric that I put away is being folded. And I do shop at Bargains Unlimited, but it's not... We kind of have nicknames for it. Bargains, Not So Unlimited. I mean, some of their stuff is just so overpriced. And I appreciate why they're putting it the way they do. I appreciate their... Aiden the other day found a $400 Mac device, like a storage for photographs for your iPhone. I don't remember what it's called, but we Googled it, eBayed it, and this was like $400, and you got it for $15. And then sometimes I look and I'm like, look, this price, I can't pay this price at a thrift shop. I just can't. Thrift stores have great fabrics. Okay, I am black paint. I don't think I'm going to paint my sewing machine, Margaret. I have enough problems with my sewing machine. You know, you're supposed to clean it like for every 8 hours of sewing, and I'm constantly breaking needles because I'm bound and determined to like press the fabric through. I'm probably not a really good seamstress, but I have made some really, really cute dresses for my girl. Things I'm very proud of that I look back and I go, I'm sorry, how did I do that? What zone was I in? Where did that come from? So I'm actually excited to get back to that. Oh, Gail found the black machine at Joann's last year. Awesome. Okay. The lipstick is Tarte, and I don't know the color. I'm so sorry. I said this a while ago, but I bought this 6-pack of colors, Tarteiste, and the red was in there. Hi, buddy. Hi. How are you?
Are you live?
I am live.
I was the necklace from watching you when you were gone.
Were you?
Yeah.
I love the sweater. Can I roll your sleeves back? You look so handsome in this sweater. What'd you say? I know, they saw my necklace. Oh, people are saying hi to you, Julian. Can you say hi?
Hi.
You're gonna go downstairs and hang out with Aiden?
Yeah.
Did you have fun at Walmart? Good. Battery run to Walmart. Oh yeah, you guys learn something. Learn how to sew. Just make a skirt and post it on Instagram and tag me, and I'll share it in my stories. Someone lost a tooth. Oh, they see you. Oh, I'm losing phone battery here.
Yeah.
What did you get for Christmas? What did you buy yourself for, or, you know, with Aunt Becky's gift card? What did you get for Christmas?
High heels? I'll go get them.
She got red high heels, you guys. A red plaid flannel quilt. Awesome. Cloth napkins, Bonnie. Oh, this is super fun. Yeah, I want to make some skirts. Actually, my daughters love to wear skirts. They love to wear dresses. And it's borderline impossible, at least where we are looking, to find skirts for young ladies. Carolyn, I think you mean shoes. That's an autocorrect there. Yep. She's so happy about her red shoes. They said they're very nice. Yep, Nancy, you're right. Everybody should know. Yep, they love your shoes. Oh, she's going to put them on. Oh, my heaven.
No, I'm not going to put them on. I'm setting them now.
Okay. So, all right, ladies. Well, my kids are home. It's okay. I knew what you meant. That autocorrect just totally takes over. So unless you have a couple other questions, I'll stick around for a minute, but I think we're gonna wind up. Well, no, we're almost at our normal time. We usually go about an hour and a half, and we're about an hour and 20. So I'll post here's doTERRA's Cleanse and Restore Kit. I'll post this in the links.
Ow.
And doTERRA has a pretty good special this month where you can get $100 points, $100/points in free product next month for new customers. So if you're interested, let me know. Sojourner, all the chandeliers are antiques. They are. And immune booster oils, Tabitha, I'm just your go-to basic immune booster oil is On Guard, and I would just use it on your feet every day during this season for sure. Linda, thank you so much. Patty, can you, let's see, do I have let's see, what else did we talk about today? Oops, crud, did I lose you? Adrian, thank you. I appreciate the love of the randomness. I always hope that's not annoying. Here's some of my favorite skincare items if you want to check those out, because I get a lot of questions about those. And Patty, 1 second, sweets.
Wear 'em on Sunday.
You get to wear your shoes on Sunday. Yes, you do. shopoils.com/Angela is where you can sort of start your oil journey. And you can scroll down. So if your questions are not answered on that website, thank you, Joni. Just scroll down and you'll be able to email me any further questions you have about oils. And I'm so happy to help you. Nancy said the video is all messed up. That's my internet. You guys are wonderful and so kind to stick with me through all this chaos. And 184 thumbs up. So sweet. Julian, thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. I think by the time we sign off here, we might, I don't know. We're just a few people from 40,000, 39.9, but I think it's like 39.9759 or something like that. So maybe we'll see that turn tonight, and that will be really, really crazy because last New Year's Eve, we hit 5,000. So I can't even, and that's all of you. Thank you so much. So have a good evening. Have a great week. I'm using YouTube stories now. So check your stories on YouTube because I'm trying to stay in touch with you there. Check the community page because I'm trying to stay in touch with you there. And for sure, if you are on Instagram, come on over to Instagram at Parisienne Farmgirl and follow me there because I hang out there every day. Caribbean Parisienne Farmgirl. That sounds really, really cool. So thank you so much. I don't know how to get out of here. This happens every time. I'm going to be done now. Okay. Bonne nuit. Bonsoir. Let's see. How do I do this? I'm going to exit out. I'll talk to you guys later. And I'm going to go deflush. All the lights are making my cheeks so rosy. It's creeping me out.